stop it with that fake shit. I've been counting banks since I was young, don't need to change shit. Skating on these niggas, hit a ollie on his main bitch.
Hey, what's good? What to do? You already know who it is. It's your boy Calvin. I got another reaction video today. You feel me? It's Gabbie, the Gabbie show. I got called shoplifting in a foreign country. Gabbie, you got so much money. You got so much. Chicago though. Hey, Chicago, stand up, man. If you from Chicago, stand up, man. You feel me? Chicago town. But Gabbie, you got so much money, girl. And you got a fat booty. Your booty's so fat though. I've been peeping. You got a little fatty, man. You feel me? But, hey, you should not be stealing. But hey, we don't pay for shit. Hey, if we don't get caught, we don't pay for shit, man. You feel me? Hey, let's get into this video, man. This is 15 minutes, but I don't care. Okay, let's get it.
It's like I made this decision on the spot of I'm gonna start stealing shit. Welcome back. I can't believe I'm actually sharing this story, but at the same time, I can't believe that I haven't shared this story already. I think that it's something that I'm genuinely ashamed of and embarrassed about, and something I don't even know if I've ever really admitted to anybody. I feel like ever since I moved to LA, I'm forgetting my old life. I'm at the age now where if you name somebody from my high school, I'll be like, huh? I can look through my yearbook and be like, I don't know. How did I spend 12 years with you? I don't know you. I'm old, man. My memory's slipping. And also, I have a lot of trauma in my past, so I have a lot of repressed memories from my life. This is one of them. I studied abroad in London. Now, I was extremely poor, so I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to spend that much money in a semester. I paid for college myself. I did have grants and scholarships, but I still had to pay a few thousand out of pocket every year just to go to school, and then books and rent, everything on top of that. So I'd been busting my little ass off since I was like 15 years old. Actually, no, I guess 13 years old, with babysitting jobs. I worked in a pizza shop. I worked in an ice cream shop, but I got fired really quickly. I think I told this story before. I saved all of my birthday money. I saved all my Christmas money, and I never bought anything for myself because I knew that I wanted to go to college at the age of like 13, and I knew I would have to pay for it myself. I had never even considered going abroad until I joined a sorority, and all of my sisters at some point or another were studying abroad. Again, this is not something that I could afford, but here's how bleak my life was and how dim my future seemed to me. In my head, I always imagined that I would never have time or money to travel. There would never be a time that I could just take off work and book a flight and go stay somewhere. Up until this point, I had never been on an airplane. I was 18 years old, so I told myself, if you ever want to get on an airplane and leave this country, you have to take advantage of this study abroad program. You can at least justify going over there. You'll get credits, it'll be an experience, just do it. So I think, and I could be wrong, I think after all my scholarships and grants, I owed like $8,000. That wasn't including the flight, which I believe was around $1,000. And I was penniless, and I was moving to one of the most expensive cities in the world, London, for 4 months. And we weren't getting paid. We had to work a lot of hours because I had an internship as a cooperative work study, but we didn't get paid for it. So every day I would have to wake up about 6:30, 7 in the morning, take an hour train to work at this marketing company where I essentially just made cold calls all day and filled in Excel sheets all day, and I wasn't getting paid for it. And my flatmate was for some reason getting paid for it. Like, her boss just decided that she was gonna pay her even though that wasn't a part of it. Also, everybody that I was living with was super rich. Well, their families were super rich and paying for everything, and none of them had a care in the world. Every weekend they wanted to go out to the clubs, and it was like a 20-pound cover at the door. Sometimes we knew a promoter, and if we got there before 10, it would be free to get in. And that's what I needed, because first of all, 20 pounds is around $35. I think at the time it was closer to $40 in US dollars. So I'm going there, I'm paying $40 just to get into the club, and then once you're there, you have to buy drinks, and the drinks were between 7 and 12 pounds, aka $12 to $20, and they're all buying rounds for each other, so one person would buy everybody a round of drinks, and then I'm expected to buy everybody a round of drinks, but I'm poor! I can't do that! Oh my god, my neighbors can 1000% hear me, and I just screamed, I'm poor! One of them knocks on my door. do you need help with rent this month? But I can't afford that. So I'm eating like shit every day. I can only afford like cheap grocery store food, eggs, prepackaged meals. And honestly, I wasn't even enjoying my time in London because I was spending so much money to be there. My roommates were the worst. None of them ever wanted to go see London with me. So I would just, on my days off, wake up and go walk to museums by myself because they were free. One day, we went to Piccadilly Circus. I believe we were going to a club that was around that area. We get to the front door and I reach for my wallet and I realize I was pickpocketed. It's so crazy how these people do it because my purse was open, my wallet was open, and my money and everything was taken out of my wallet, but my wallet was still there. So somehow the pickpocketer did all of that, like zip, 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 pull out. They did that all without me noticing. I had about 80 pounds in my wallet, which was about $150 or something. That's a lot of money still, but at the time, it was everything. So I started sobbing immediately. I just go home and I'm sitting by myself, just so angry that this happened to me, so angry at the world. This was a time in my life where I felt like I just couldn't catch a break. It felt like I would work my ass off while everybody else did nothing because I went to a school where a lot of people have rich parents, and that's fine. Like, I'm not hating on those people. If I accidentally have kids someday, I'm gonna spoil the shit out of them. Of course I'm gonna pay for their college. Of course I'm gonna pay their rent while they're in college. Of course I'm gonna buy their books. I'm gonna make them work, but I'm gonna support them. But at the time, being 18 years old and having never fucking had a break since I was a kid and having to work as a kid just to eat and being made fun of and kids teasing me in school because my pants were from Walmart and my shoes were from Payless, and then working my ass off to get to college despite having to work almost every single day in high school just to afford a living, and then to make it to London and have my money stolen. I just snapped and I was like, that's it. The world owes me. And I genuinely felt that in my heart. The world owes me. The universe owes me. Am I sweating so much?
You shouldn't feel like that. And
I've deprived myself of so much for so long. I didn't buy drinks at bars. I didn't buy nice clothes. But now, baby, it was my fucking turn. When I went home, I was sobbing. It's like I made this decision on the spot of, I'm gonna start stealing shit. And that's what I did. It started with necessities. So I would go to the grocery store and I don't know how I did it. Honestly, I'm trying to think of somehow I stole so much shit from the grocery store, and I would eat in the grocery store. I remember doing that too. Like, if I was hungry, I would go into the grocery store and I would get one of like the pre-made sandwiches or whatever it was, and I would eat it and then throw away the wrapper. And I remember doing that while I was on lunch break at work a lot because I had to eat. And oh God, this is so embarrassing. I'm really gonna cry thinking about it. I remember my coworkers would always ask me to come eat with them. They'd be like, hey, we're going to this place, come get food. And I knew that if I went, then it would be at least 15 to 20 pounds, which would be $25 to $35, and I couldn't afford that for lunch. So I would walk over to the corner store, the grocery store. I would like surreptitiously like eat a sandwich and then throw away the wrapper, and that's how it started. Then I would get a little more bold. I would steal a sandwich and eat it, but then I would also steal like a yogurt. Then instead of eating it in the store, I would sneak it out because honestly, white privilege. If you see somebody who looks like me holding a sandwich and a piece of paper that looks like a receipt and you walk out, nobody's gonna stop me and question me, and nobody ever did. Then it got real crazy. So London is full of street markets where it's basically just booths and tables set out and they sell stuff on the street. They're super, super sketchy. A lot of the stuff is stolen, but then I would start stealing little things from there. Things I didn't need, but like a souvenir, because I didn't have any money to buy souvenirs from London and I was staying there for 4 months. So I would just steal something that I wanted. This was the most bold thing that I could have done. I went to this store called Primark, which is, I guess, like the UK version of our Walmart / Target. It's like a little less nice than Target, but like a little nicer than Walmart. And they have it was huge. They had so many clothes, so many shoes, like scarves, hats, everything. And I remember I went in, I remember how I did it. I think I bought something from Primark so that I had a Primark bag. Then I went back into Primark. Then I went around the store and I started picking out things that I wanted. And I started just putting them in the bag. Even bolder, I stole shoes because I literally put them on my feet. I stole another pair of shoes that I put in the bag. I stole scarves. I stole... In fact, oh my God, I stole both of these scarves from Primark in London. Oh my God. And I still have them. I stole a belt, I stole suspenders, I stole shirts. God, I stole so much, and so much of it I just put on my body. And it was so easy because half of the stuff had the ink tag and half of it didn't. So I just found stuff that didn't have ink tags on it. And then I just walked out. I wish I remembered how much all of it cost, but I do know that if I would have gotten caught, I would have gone to jail and it would have been a felony. It was that much money worth of stuff. It started off as necessity, like I needed to eat, and then it turned into addiction and the thrill. And I genuinely kept telling myself, you've been fucked over your entire life. Your life sucks. You work so much harder than all these people that have all this shit. You deserve these things. It's not right, but that's what I thought, so I just kept doing it over and over and over. Then one day, I think that this is so funny. The fact that this is what brought me down. One morning before work, on my way to the train, I stopped at the Sainsbury Express. Is that what they were called? It was one of the small Sainsbury's. It was on the corner right by the Earl's Court tube station. And I always jack shit from there. But I went in, again, for no reason. I was just on a power high and hating the world and wanting to get revenge on the universe. I went in to steal a bag of Maltesers. Is that how you say the Maltesers? The little malted milk balls. And I was wearing a leather jacket that I stole and a scarf that I stole. And I took the bag and I palmed it and then like somehow like put it in my sleeve. And then I was gonna walk out, but then a security guard stopped me and said, "You wanna show me what's in your sleeve?" And I was like, nothing. And I was so fucking scared. So then I took it out and I was like, "Here, I'm sorry." And he was like, "No, I can't just let you go. You have to come with me." So then they walk me down this long stairway and they lock me in this little office. Dang. And he's just sitting there asking me all these questions like, "Why'd you do it?" And then I lied. I think I said it was a prank or a dare. I think I lied and said that my friends dared me to and something or another. I don't know. It was just something dumb. I was 18. I felt like I could get away with it. This guy was so scary. He was drilling me so hard. Dude, no joke. It's like I was being tried for fucking murder. And then I was like, "I'll pay for it. I'll buy all the Maltesers in the store." And he was like, "It's not about that. It's not about the 99 pence Maltesers. It's about the fact that you stole them. Like, you can't just shoplift." And I kept saying, "I know, it was just a joke. It was a dare. My friends told me that I had to. I really want to make friends because I don't really fit in here. So I just wanted to look cool, so I did it. And I know it doesn't make me look cool, but please just let me go." He asked me for my ID. I told him that I didn't have it because I got pickpocketed, which was true, but only half true because I still had my passport. But I told him that I didn't have it, and I had lied about my name, and I had lied about everything. So he said he would have to call the police. So then I'm thinking, oh my God, if the police come and they search my shit to see if I stole anything else, they're gonna find my passport, they're gonna see I lied about my name, and it was a nightmare. I'm sweating. They said, "We just called the police." I'm sobbing hysterically. So many things are going through my head. Humiliation, fear. I'm gonna get stuck in London or kicked out of London. I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna lose all the credits of my study abroad. I'm gonna have missed this entire semester and wasted thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. For what? 99 pence in Maltesers? I was sitting in there for hours. I had to text my bosses and make up an excuse why I wasn't there. Then the big security guard comes back. Eventually, I guess I cried enough, and then they also realized if they called the police for a 99 pence packet of Maltesers, that the police would probably be pretty upset about it. I don't even know if you can call the police for something like that. I don't know. What's it like in the UK? Anyways, he says, "You're free to go." God bless that man. I want to go back to London, go back to that Sainsbury and just see if he's still there and give him the biggest hug and also ask him if he wants a shout out on YouTube. They wrote down all that information, but none of it was true. They told me that I was banned from all Sainsbury's forever, which was so awkward because I think this was like, I think maybe we had over a month left, and I lived right off that corner where the Earl's Court station is. So that little Sainsbury's thing was, Sainsbury? I don't know, 20 steps away from our apartment. So whenever my roommates would be like, "Hey, let's go to Sainsbury," because we used to go together almost every night, I would have to make an excuse of why I couldn't. And then I would have to go grocery shopping at the Tesco, which was so far away, and they'd be like, "Why are you going to Tesco?" And I would have to make up an excuse. I think at one point, because the Sainsbury was smaller and it was a lot of like candy and ice cream and microwavable things, I said that I was on a diet. So I had to go to the Tesco because I wanted to find healthy food. It was so awkward. And I'm thinking, God, what if this had happened when I stole like $1 billion in clothes? This was just like a 99 pence Maltesers, teasers, whatever. And
Maltesers,
how about this little
teasers.
cherry on top? Very shortly after, I think I had maybe 2 weeks left, I was out at a club. I had about 80 pounds in my pocket. I was feeling good, having a good time,
Yeah.
wasn't in jail, and that
Yeah.
night, I got pickpocketed. Who gets pickpocketed twice? You know who? Someone who has a healthy dose of karma coming their way. Moral of the story, kids, don't steal. Don't. Not even in dire circumstances. And let's not pretend like my circumstances were dire. I didn't need to steal all that shit from Primark. It really was a power trip. And honestly, I want everyone to be honest with me. Leave comments below. Has anybody else done this? Be honest. First of all, let me know if you ever shoplifted. Second of all, let me know if that was the reason. Because to me, I was just this poor girl who felt like the fucking world owed her something. The world doesn't owe you shit. You are not entitled to anything. Some people are born with money and some people aren't. Some people are dealt a really great hand. Some people aren't. But no matter what your circumstances, stealing or lying isn't right, regardless. That's about it. Please don't judge me. I was a very young, confused person. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up just for my honesty. Subscribe to my channel if you have not and turn on my notifications. This is this week's Showstopper of the Week. Thank you for doing all that you do, you lovely little bean. As always, thanks for being a part of my family. I love you very much and I'll see you. Thanks for watching. As always, I love you very much. Thanks for being a part of my family and I'll see you next time.
One jump ahead of the breadline, one swing ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can afford. That's everything. One jump ahead of the law, man. That's all, and that's no joke. These guys.
Alright though, y'all. Gabbie was she was stealing. She was stealing, man. But hey though, it's alright though, Gabbie. I understand. You feel me? I actually understand because I was working at this job before, you feel me? And you know, I was getting paid boo-boo. Boo-boo, you know, I had to pay people to take me to work, you feel me, first off, you feel me? So I'm using my money to take people to take me to work and I barely have it, you feel me? I'm working bogus hours, I'm working bogus hours, getting nothing, bro. You feel me? Getting nothing, but I'm just working because, you know, I need money, you feel me? But like the money I'm getting, I'm spending it just trying to get to work, you know what I'm saying? So I would be hungry at work sometimes, you feel me? I would be hungry at work. I used to work at a grocery store, you feel me? So on my breaks, you know, I ain't have money, you feel me? So there'd be times where people didn't give me tips where I could buy stuff, and the store I worked at was kind of expensive. So it's like, if I use my tips, I'm gonna go home with nothing. You know what I mean? And I'm starving. I've been here since like 7 o'clock, bro. I don't have nothing. You feel me? I don't have nothing. So on my breaks, you feel me? I would go, you know, I would check, see if the managers was around, whatever, and I would like take these little sandwiches. You feel me? Sometimes I ain't gonna lie though. You feel me? It was started off as, you know, I'm just gonna do this a couple of times. You feel me? Only because I'm hungry. You feel me? Only because I need something to eat or whatever. You feel me, bro? But it's like I started off with just stealing like little candy here and there. You feel me? And then started stealing like sandwiches that would cost like $6-7. It was getting to a point where I was doing it almost every day. You feel me? It was times it's good, man. Hey, man, it's been your best friend, Calvin, man. From TDC, man. Hey, if you have a story, comment down below, man. I'm gonna tell the story one day, man. But until then, man, we out there.